Time to operate. Side effects may include nausea, headaches, and death.
Let's do this in one take. Bye!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. This is the audio test. We will be starting soon. Please let me know if any of the commentators this week are a little too loud or a little too quiet. We want both of us to be about equally as loud, and the game should be just barely audible. If there are any recommendations that you would like to provide, please feel free to do so. We want the stream to be just perfect for you. How long has it been?
Time to operate.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
How are people doing tonight?
Excellent.
I should probably open up Twitch chat, actually, now that I think about it. I wasn't really thinking that clearly. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. It's been a minute. What is this? Welcome back. Hey, Abby. Good to see you again. Can't see no link. Yeah, this isn't Smash Brothers. This is Skullgirls. It's the cult classic. Crank, is there a link of this? Can't find it. Link of what? What kind of link do you have in mind, my friend?
Gentlemen and ladies, it's showtime!
Skullgirls definitely needs to be cranked down a notch. Classic XD. That's what I'm talking about. I'm already in Discord. Alright, come on, Murphy. Number one rule, you don't give up.
Hello?
Welcome! How are you doing today?
I am so tired.
Oh, hello!
Hey, Sam! How's it been?
Well, it's been good.
You
didn't pick
not
Gagus.
as good.
That's because you didn't pick Gigas, and I'm still upset.
And I will continue to not pick Gigas.
He's so good, though!
I picked Panda for you, alright? Give me what I can get.
You didn't pick Panda for me, you picked it for someone else.
Yeah, I picked it for one of my coworkers.
Exactly, heck you.
She was nice enough to drop in the stream. That's cool. Speaking of which, she probably... I think she asked me to tell her if I'm streaming again today.
I think I slept for 2 hours if I'm lucky. Yay!
Yeah.
Why'd you sweep your Witcher?
Because I don't know how.
You, alright, here's what you do. You pop a sleeping pill, and then you drink all the alcohol you have.
You're right, I still
hope
have
you
the
wake
rest
up
of
in
Kung
the
Fu Girl.
There was a period of time where I drank alcohol to help me sleep. Nobody should do that. Not
Yeah,
advisable.
that's
But it worked out perfectly fine for me, so I don't fucking know. I did not learn my lesson. I am not responsible for my actions.
My guitar lessons last week. So we were playing a game with Chris. So I needed to take headache medicine after. Right?
Okay.
I'm only saying that because I know Chris is watching.
It's fantastic. It's cool.
One of Sam's friends that, he's cool.
I do like
What's right?
Talking about Chris.
Oh, okay. I just heard one of Sam's friends was like, hey, could you be talking about Joe
Which
as a
one is
Chris?
Don't I know that one?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
probably.
do know that one. It's the one that shouts and gets angry at everything. He's cool, but he's very angry.
But yeah, so I
Was that
popped
the one that
headache
loves
medicine.
Mega Man?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
There you go, you know immediately.
And like the worst girl in Ruby.
Who does he like in Ruby?
Pyrrha.
She's good. How dare you?
I don't-
She's like
I
the
don't
best
like
main character. How dare you?
Best main character is why, and you can't convince me otherwise.
I mean, that's cheating though. It's like, it's like saying your favorite fighting game is Skullgirls. Like you can't.
Yeah.
No, it's a cop out.
Anyway, we were playing a game with him, and I took headache medicine, and then like 15 minutes later, I realized it was sleeping meds. At like
Same
1
difference.
p.m. So I just passed out in the middle of playing a game,
Okay.
and then I had to go to guitar lessons, and it took us 30 minutes to get through one song because I couldn't like put words together.
I see sleeping medication actually works on you. That's hilarious. So my doctor actually prescribed me sleeping meds at one point because she's just like, oh, how much do you sleep at night? I'm like, oh, about 2 to 3 hours, you know, the usual. And she's like, that is not okay. and gave me. That was like the exact interaction. I'm not even exaggerating.
It's kind of funny.
So she gave me sleeping meds, and it's like, if one pill doesn't work, take two. And I took one, it does absolutely nothing. I took two, and I hallucinated that faces were coming out of the walls.
That sounds like 2 is just a good time, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it was a good time, but it didn't help me sleep. Eventually, I went to bed because I was just scared.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
If I remember the way that you worded it as well, Penny, it sounded like the guy thought you were taking drugs, like actual drugs.
I was like, I'm so sorry for this lesson, because like this is the least productive I've ever been in my life. And he's just like, well, now you've done the thing while intoxicated. I was like, hold on. You think I smoked a bunch of weed before I came in?
Well, under the influence.
Under the influence, that's what he said.
Tommy Kinatora, we do have a classic tournament, and that is every Wednesday. We've been doing it for over a year. Is at, what, 8 p.m. Eastern? I don't fucking know.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It's not like I do anything related to that whatsoever.
Sorry, we just pretend we do.
Do I get to join those too?
Yeah, heck it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Join what side?
The tournament.
Great.
The what side?
Get great and be great.
Oh, okay.
What?
I didn't cut night a lot because I'm loading Skullgirls and Twitch at the same time.
Did you leave Minecraft open?
Minecraft
yes.
requires 4,000 teraflops of processing power.
It does.
Yes, actually.
My Minecraft's got 8 gigs right now.
Teraflops is a marketing thing. It's not a real thing. That was the joke.
I'm teraflopping on the bed after this.
What are you, a Magikarp?
Yeah.
ABB, join me in Magikarp flop on the bed. What is it called? Splash?
Let's go splash around.
Gross.
Oh my god, Gulp was sending me some person who was doing like human OCs of Pokemon, and they were all adorable. But they were really weird Pokemon.
Is it Lolymon? Like that shit? Or
no. Because it started as like a Sylveon, and he was like, look at this, and I'm like, well, this is the best. And then they were doing stuff like heckin' like Poliwhirl. It's just like, why do you have a Poliwhirl OC? Who has a Poliwhirl OC?
I had a friend, well, a friend of a friend in high school, who I literally had no idea could draw, drew the most badass looking Blastoise I'd ever seen. It looked like it was like a wild animal. Like, it was just like vicious and like screaming and shit. It was really cool looking. Edgy Encore approved. Oh shit, I dropped my slave name. Edgy Crank approved.
Yeah, that was Lollymon, Chris.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and make a lobby for us. We need 4 slots, right?
Yes. 5.
5.
Same as
Sam is joining us. That's
Yes.
so cool!
Team
Wednesday.
What just happened? I did size 4 lobby, and then I did size 5 private slots, and then it automatically added a 5th slot and changed the size to 5.
Oh, what the heck? That's kind of nice.
Does that?
But it doesn't do it the other way around?
No, it doesn't.
Why?
I don't know. Like I know exactly what you're talking about. Whenever I was making lobbies when I played this game, it always has done that for no fucking.
That's so stupid. All right, whatever. I guess they wanted to make it easier to make lobbies bigger so more people can play. But like, if people want to play with smaller groups of people, fuck you. How dare you?
I've been 89.
Oh, you have no friends? Fuck you.
89. The fabled 89 effect.
I don't get that one often. I get excited.
It's rare and it's usually exciting when it happens. So.
I'm hyped.
Wow.
You can't hear
Big
it, but
89
I
on
promise
the
I'm
screen. That doesn't
hyped.
happen. Oh wow, there's a... Hey Sunset, where'd you get that? Wait, is Sunset here? I don't know if she's actually watching the stream. I don't know where she got that image of like hitbox layout. That's badass. I also just use a numpad, but like same difference.
I think that I've seen that posted a lot in the other Skullgirls, the discount one and the central one, you know?
Also, I've been like missing for a minute. What's with the like Twitter Skullgirls tags, like SG_ character name?
Oh, that's just like when you play an anime game like BlazBlue or whatever, people do that hashtags to sort tech on Twitter. And so they just added ones to Skullgirls.
Okay, so what if I wanted...
just tag it.
But don't you First of all, like, that's cool and all, but like... First of all, where does it start? Second of all, normally when people do that, they do 2 hashtags, right? They do a hashtag for the game, and then a hashtag for the character. So that way, if you want to see all the tech for a game, you can just kind of whoop and like get all the Skullgirls stuff. Why are we going halfway?
Some people are doing the game too, but not many. I don't know. But I kind of like it because Skullheart's been going up and down for a long... Like, there was one time where it was down for like 2 weeks straight.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, Skullheart kind of don't work no more. So the Twitter tech stuff has been nice.
Yeah, the only reason I joined Twitter in the first place was because the entire FGC seems to use it as the main communication tool, which makes no sense. You'll go to a major and you'll tweet at people being like, hey, yo, where is everybody?
Yeah.
Like, what?
I started using it because it's where all the tech was when games first came out. And then I kept using it because I found a lot of artists I like.
It was probably because
came for the tech, stayed for the memes.
Yes. It was probably because people that like wanted to like, you know, find a place for all the tech and stuff. There was no real social area at the time, so Twitter was like the best thing they could have done at the time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Skullgirls had Skullheart, Mortal Kombat had Test Your Might, but if you wanted to play like Blaze Blue, it was like, oh yeah, go to the Discords. And you're like, oh, all right.
Yeah, it was a little. It's probably just because of the availability of like what you could use. That's probably why they use Twitter.
I need a new icon for Discord. Maybe we should just go back to the classic. I don't know.
Well, I switch icons every 3 days.
You're quite.
That's a mood.
By the way, Crank, you're a little bit quiet on stream, just to tell you.
Am I quiet on stream? Thank you for letting me know, Sam. That is greatly appreciated.
I'm very anal about sound.
Yes, good.
You're the only one that's quiet as well. Like, me and Penny are fine.
Awesome. Thank you, Sam. I greatly appreciate it, because no one else ever tells these things on stream.
Oh, Penny can tell you, I make sure sound is...
Yeah, it's... After you ask, like, hey, this is the audio test, help me the 8th time, and then someone's like, by the way, your co-host has been muted for the entire stream. Sam's like, alright, I'll just do it myself.
I appreciate that. I respect that. Alright, am I better now, Sam, or what's up?
Hold on a second, I need to, like, wait till it catches up.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna turn it up actually a little bit more. Looking at audio volumes, this is still not enough. Oh, I'm maxed out. Damn. Weird.
By the way, did you see the destroyed Gordeau in Crosstag?
Finally.
They halved the range of Grim Reaper.
Halved?
They made it so they made it so you can't connect slide to crouch B anymore, which destroys every combo route he has. It doesn't hit behind him anymore, so you can't sandwich with it.
I'd be freaking out if I gave a flying fuck about that game. What should I put in hours? Wait, what are you talking about? What should I put
in track this high up?
You should put, like, I don't know, probably about a 1200? You seem to play it at like a 1200 level. I don't remember. It's been a minute. Never mind. I thought you might be like the blah blah Skullgirls Get Gr8. Anyways, it's 4:05, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Skullgirls Get Gr8. Welcome to our stream. What we do here is we try to match you up against an even opponent because it's really, really tough to find for Skullgirls because we are a poverty game at this point. We have probably the most popular poverty game considering we outshine Street Fighter V for a hot minute. It's kind of weird to call it a poverty game, but we still technically qualify as a part of poverty game. But either way. Welcome to Skullgirls. This is a fantastic game. Nobody plays it because it's way too hard, but you're here to get first-hand advice on how to make this game less hard. I'm not dead. Well, I mean, debatable. So, first up, what are the matchups, Penny?
The matchups, I have them written down. They're in the thing when you click on it and you scroll up and it's Clock Knight.
Clock Knight Tucker versus Open Tutor. All right. Do you want to do the tutor or should I do the tutor?
I
can do the tutor.
Yeah, do it. I think I already... No, I don't think I've tutored him before, actually. I think it's... Yeah, it's up to you.
This is what the stream has devolved into, by the way, Crank, while you've been away.
What have we devolved into? Being on time?
No, Pen. Yeah, exactly. We were on time.
We're on time.
Alright. Oh, I forgot to join the group chat. I haven't done that in a hot minute. Wow. What is it? What's the command?
Disembodied voice gives advice all the time.
I don't actually...
I think it's this. Yeah.
Oh, it's exclamation mark. That's the command for Twitch.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Thank you.
By the way, everything sounds fine from the sounds of it, Crank, from what I can hear.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sam. I appreciate that. We really needed teammate that actually did that. It's kind of well overdue.
I think you need to turn me down very little though, because I think I'm like just because my mic peaks.
Yeah, your mic is peaking, but like that's actually. Let me turn you down personally. So I'm gonna keep you guys at 8.6.
Yeah, can you?
And I'm gonna.
Yeah, because it's fine.
It's kind of
Honestly, just mute me.
Why? How dare you?
I always mute Penny.
Me.
Yeah, Penny's great to mute.
Okay, Tucker is ready. Gonna go ahead and shoot you an invite. Is what I would say, but I have to add you as a friend first because that's how the game works. Hey, it's Triv. Wait, Triviality? Or is it just Triv Boy? Like a different person?
Triviality.
You're joking. Why is Triv at Get Great? This guy should be teaching us.
I played against him on stream a few days ago. It was hype.
That's awesome. Never too late. Alright, so Triv's gonna be joining our stream too at the end.
So who's
Yeah, this
doing
is
the
Get Great.
Twitter
That'd be great.
Both of you talked at the same time. I have no idea what just happened.
session?
Sam, you go first. I suck.
And I was saying like, so who's doing the tutor session?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Because I'm bad enough for it to actually be a tutor session.
Does that mean I can Get Great both you and him?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, volume's fine now, Crank.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Alright, so, Tucker, did you... Yeah, alright, invite to Skullgirls Lobby. Awesome. Thank you, Tucker, for accepting the invite. Good to go.
Well, you fixed your goddamn title.
Yeah, Sam fixed the title. You gave me permissions, and then I realized I didn't know how to do it.
Okay. You can just go to the dashboard. You can just go to Skullgirls Get Great /dashboard.
Wait, I can go to your dashboard?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're logged in, Penny. I'm like surprised.
No, I'm logged into my account.
Yeah.
Oh, I
you
can go to your dashboard.
You can go to
What the heck?
You can go to the Get Great dashboard. You have the permissions to do this.
You
just haven't been doing this for 3 months. It's fantastic.
I didn't know that we had the ability to do this.
I made you guys admins.
So good.
Yeah, but
so
I didn't know how to work it.
Okay, all right. Let's show them off the Valentine. All right, let's see. So let's see what we can do. Actually, Valentine's a horrible character to teach with. I'm gonna regret this so much. It's about 5 games per set, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Quiet on the set.
Did it. Guessing.
You're down backing a lot.
Yeah, so immediately, if you see a person going nuts on the jumps, on Peacock specifically, crouch light kick is actually a god button. Like, it's disgustingly good. The modern resolution is there.
Blocked low. Okay, so you should know by now that all I'm trying to do is this. I'm just trying to see if you'll stop blocking low. You're not doing that. Wait, general rule of thumb, this is kind of in the tutorial too. If you see your opponent jump in the air, just don't hold down back, hold standing back. Standing back blocks high attacks, all attacks, well, most attacks in the air are considered high, and then we'll be able to hit you. If you see a blue exclamation mark, question mark appear above you, that means you got hit overhead. Wow, I'm tripping over my tongue. It's been a minute.
Yeah, the only exceptions to that really is if they fast fall and go low, which you won't see at this level, or if they have like cremation assist. But that's assist hitting you, not the character.
See, you went down back again. All I'm trying to do is go overhead.
Also, Triv, yeah, we didn't update the title yet, we just fixed it. This isn't actually a tournament, this is an advice stream. So you sign up beforehand, and then you get shoved in matchups thing. Tournaments are always on Wednesdays.
Okay, so I don't know if we'll have the time to show this off on the stream, but you should reach out to one of us at least after the stream. There's a way in the training mode you can set it so your opponent is switching between overheads and low at random, and it'll just randomly play back doing overhead and low to you. And if you do overhead low mix-up practice like that, you'll learn to block crouching or block standing appropriately. It'll help you a lot. Oh, that's right. Backdash is
You're
weird for her.
yeah.
I was considering that as a jump, but like it's not actually a jump. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go low now. Yeah, see, you're blocking a lot of lows very quickly, but when it came to overheads, you were pretty much blocking none of them.
I think it's more natural, like just like in everybody's brain to like hold like down back, you know, like you're crouching to like block everything.
I mean, I came from Tekken where that's like a horrible idea, so I guess I just kind of naturally have that instinct not to do that.
But I mean, like if you hadn't played any sort of fighting game, like, you know, the natural instinct is to like, you know, make your body as small as possible.
Yeah.
Part of the issue too might be that you're crossing them up a lot. So
Yeah, I
that's
know
a lot
that. I
harder
noticed
to
that
block.
too, but I'm specifically looking for when his animation model is crouching. So I'm noticing him go to down back first, and then reflexively switch to standing, which is not as bad, but like it's still a problem. The second thing you guys need to work on is, or you specifically need to work on, is cross-up stuff, but like that's a little bit trickier to practice. High-low stuff is definitely the first thing you gotta do.
Yeah, one thing you might want to look at too is just anti-airs, because there's a lot of times in this game where you just don't want to block, because blocking in this game is a death sentence. So you can do things like Peacock's crouch light kick is stupidly good as an anti-air. Fukua crouch hard punch or stand hard punch are both really good anti-airs. Normally what you're looking for in an anti-air is something that makes you harder to hit and sticks out a button that's like pretty big to stop them from hitting you.
Okay, so they sent me an IM asking, okay, so what am I being tutored on? How to deal with cross-ups? That last one was overheads. It's overheads. A little bit of lows, but mostly just high-low mix-up tutorial. I explain a bit better. Please watch.
And the thing is, some people would be like watching that and being like, that's like really easy to learn because it is very basic, like overheads and all that. But like, when I was I've seen people who played like fighting games before, and whenever I was learning the fighting game, I didn't know overheads were a thing. Yeah. I just thought it was any jumping you blocked high. I didn't know that there was actually like, it was actually called like overheads, and there was actual standing ones that counted as overheads.
I have crippling debt. Yeah, me too. You and me both.
You have what?
Bane Tiosu in chat. I have crippling dead.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just, me too. Yeah. Desu.
So you do use grabs, good stuff. Alright, so you're using medium item drop a lot, which is kind of generally a good thing, but it's usually implying that you're expecting to approach me. If you're going to strictly stick to zoning, then yeah, you want to use heavy item drop. There we go. Okay. So you're not using standing hard punch at all. Because standing hard punch is a normal, you can cancel that into specials, aka any of your Georges or bombs or air show George or so on and so forth. Yeah, don't use bang bang bang, but use standing hard punch just because you can cancel it into your other projectiles, and that will let you put more onto the screen. Putting more onto the screen is better for Peacock. More meter too. Nice blocks. There we go. Now we're talking.
That is so annoying, the block, though.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I was trying to test there is push blocking. This matchup in particular is vulnerable to it, but when you successfully block, there are two types of push blocks. There's a preemptive push block, which is like, oh, you know what move is coming, so let me press push block before that move even hits. So just as the move hits, my fingers will hit the button, and I will push them away on the single hit. That comes with practice and awareness. The other thing you can do is a reactive push block, where if something hits you for 2 hits, then you push block it. Or, not hit you, sorry. If you block something for 2 hits, then you push block it. So you were actually blocking a lot of my high-low mix-ups there, which is really good. That's a big improvement from last game. The only problem was you couldn't get out of it. That's like one way you don't want to deal with Squiggly. See, so you blocked 4 hits, 2 hits. Like, if you should never be blocking more than 2 hits without pressing that push block button. If you're trying to get away from the game, obviously. What'd you say?
Does Tucker know how to push block? I
certainly hope so.
Seen him push block.
I'll go back for a second. When
Sure.
you're talking about push blocks, I would say never predictive push block, TBH. Because like, it's not impossible. Like I don't ever do it prediction based.
That's gonna
If
get
you
killed.
do it prediction based, then doing it prediction based gets you killed too. It's so easy to bait out a push block.
Well, yeah,
You
it's
just do
50-50.
press like kick and sit there.
Right,
I
that's the
think
mix-up.
No, I'm saying like there's not even a mix up there because I mean as much as I don't do it predictively, I also push block single hits like all the time. It's
Okay, well, if you're a golden god like Penny, then yeah, you can do that.
No,
In general.
no. So I'm gonna hot Penny hot tip. Use sound. Sound is heckin' dope. Maybe it's just me, but listening for the hit more than trying to watch for it means it's a lot easier to be like, oh, he hit me once, push block.
That's
Also,
true. No, that is undeniably true.
what is the exact input for like push block? Just to make sure I'm not saying it wrong.
2 punches.
2 punch buttons.
2 punches. Okay, while you're blocking. All right.
Specifically 2 punch buttons. Don't press one punch button twice.
Yeah. That would make you a 1 punch man.
Fired. Okay, so now I'm gonna see how well you deal with zoning. So I'm just gonna cover all the bases. I covered high-low. I covered push block. Just a reminder, as Sam brought up, the input for push blocking is 2 punch buttons while you're in block stun, specifically. That means while that pink no symbol is still floating over you. The other thing was...
I had to make sure that they knew because when I asked like, do they know? You just kind of said, I hope so. I was like, hold on, what if they don't?
I'll push you away. See if you teleport out of this. Okay. So just so you know, Peacock's super. This is gonna be useful for you just because you play Peacock. Also in other Peacock matchups. But Peacock's teleport is invulnerable after like frame 4, I believe. So that huge gap between my laser beam and the pellets that shoot out after it and that super have a 30 frame gap. So about a half a second gap. So if you input teleport like between that gap, then you'll be able to avoid that. It's hard to tell what I'm playing. What am I trying to do?
Chris, what do you make of the announcement from MK11 where Shaggy's not gonna be in it? I say good.
Shaggy's not gonna be in it?
Yeah.
I'm not buying the game.
It's gonna be like the heck, like when Smite made the Doge skin. Because of how long it takes to make, it's like, oh, well, here's a Doge skin like a year too late, now everybody hates it.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm sad and not sad about it.
Like, if you wait too long to meet a demand from a crowd, obviously it's gonna be bittersweet to get it. Yeah, I got chipped out. So, if you remember in the first game, I was talking about mixing in standing heavy punch a lot more. That's why. Do you see how much harder that was to deal with? Another thing you can do to approach your opponent, which I don't think you were doing, is dash blocking. If you press 2 punch buttons without holding back, you'll dash forward. And if you start holding back right after you start dashing... What was that hit confirm into Argus? I was just pressing buttons. 1 second, for sure. I know I got crossed up a few times.
Our tutor, ladies and gentlemen.
I just gotta push the buttons.
So, one game was... So, hold on. Not one game. Game 1 was high-low. Game 2 was push block. Game 3 was zoning. And also showing you why S.HP is super useful in zoning, and you should, that's not how you spell should use it more. Smiley face. Always smiley. We don't make mistakes here, we make happy accidents.
Yeah. That's why we call it Bob Ross Girls.
What?
Welcome to Bob Ross Girls.
Bob
The
Ross
joy,
Girls.
the joy of skullgirling.
Can we just
We're
can we make
gonna
a spiritual
keep
successor to
fun of
Skullgirls just called Bob Ross Girls? Or can we call it like, you know, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, or not Street Fighter 2, Skullgirls Turbo? Like, can we just call it Bob Ross Girls?
Yeah, we're gonna take the opponent and beat the devil out of him.
Oh shit.
I just like the idea of like Bob Ross's grab as he picks up Squiggly and just whacks her against like an easel constantly.
Yeah.
Okay. So this lesson is gonna be on armor. I want to see how you deal with armor. And because you're a Peacock player, I'm gonna assume you don't. That's mean, but I mean that very seriously. Get it? Meme? That very...
We don't American reset. They're all resets. Happy little resets.
Happy little reset.
No drop combos, just American resets. This could also be a punish thing, because definitely be punishing these.
I'm trying to do the neutral thing. I almost beat JP using only brasses. I just out neutraling him with it.
If you're gonna punish a button on Fukua like that, learn what your fastest button is. I'm pretty sure your fastest button is stand like punch.
Okay, so interesting.
So, we want to punish these. Definitely could be punishing these.
No, he can't. Those are light brasses. He cannot be punishing those.
Oh, I thought it was medium brass.
No, I'm mixing it up. Why? Since light brass is +1, medium brass is armored, so I can safely start up medium brass. What?
Light brass is -5.
Light brass is on block? That was
Yeah.
+1. Is it -5? Oh, okay.
It's -5 because the only characters that can punish it are Philly and Fortune.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a 1-frame gap for me to still press something and not get hit because jabs are 6 frames. That's what I meant to
It's
say.
-6. I don't remember.
If it's -5, then it's safe, right? If it's safe, that means I can start up medium brass and punish them for pressing the button.
Yeah.
There's a 1-frame gap is what I meant to say, not actually.
But I want him to punish the medium brass. Piano.
Okay. I don't have enough health to keep this going, so I'm gonna...
That's the legendary Kara crouch hard punch into LA train mid-swing. That's my favorite. I don't even play a song.
I don't know how to play a song. I don't play this character.
During the
You could
band
just-
storm.
This character's
You could
bad. Never
literally-
play big band.
You could literally just smash buttons. Do you know like those kids that don't know how to play trumpet that go up on stage and they just blast it out? That's what you need to do.
That was me in 5th grade. Fun
Did you
fact.
like? Did
I
you,
didn't do it
go
on
up-
stage, but because I had to learn trumpet in 5th grade. I say had. I wanted to learn flute. My parents said it was a girl instrument, so I couldn't.
What?
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you go up on like stage and time just froze or something?
No, I went up on stage with my band, and we played
Yeah.
the song, and our director didn't like the way we played it in concert in front of all of our parents in our first ever concert. So halfway through the song, he stood up, silenced the band, turned around, apologized to the parents, and then made us start from the beginning. It was like, I'm sorry for how your kids are playing, and then started us over.
Wow.
He was
what
a
dick.
jerk.
What a dick.
But he was like good at his job. He was like endearingly a jerk. He wasn't just a straight up jerk.
Yeah.
You know?
It was a jerk to make you better, basically.
Okay, so enough
Yeah.
talking about jerks. So I'm getting messages explaining, or the person was asking me is like, so how do I deal with brass actually? So this is actually a tricky question because there's so many ways to deal with brass. So first things first is there's 2 things that will always beat armor. Grabs and sweeps. That is not true for hyper armor, but don't worry about hyper armor. It's not real. The only character that has it is Eliza, and Eliza's a gimmick. So I'm just trying to piss off a lot
No,
of Eliza
gimmick,
players.
please yourself.
Yeah, it's the same difference. So, a big thing about armor is that it can be broken by sweeps, and grabs. You only grab me if I'm running towards you, I've noticed a lot. You never do it, offensively, it's more of a reaction decision kind of thing. Your punch move does have invulnerability to anything that's not a grab, because armor doesn't count as grabs. You can use it, but however, I'll still get hit, right? Or what's it called? I'll still armor through your hit. Like, it won't matter. It's a single hit move. So a big thing you have to do is when your plus is exactly, you use 2 jab buttons there. I cannot armor past that, simply because that before I hit you, you will have broken through my armor. Medium brass only has 1 hit of armor. Heavy brass has 3 hits of armor, so that's or 2 hits of armor. That's a little bit more tricky. You have to do 3 hits before I break out of it. So you're more you have to rely on grabs and sweeps there. Another thing about Peacock is that she can literally teleport, and she's invulnerable after frame 4. Frankly speaking, all of brass, I mean, frame data, if you don't understand it, don't worry about it right now. You're definitely not at the level that you need to worry about that. It's like one of those high-end things where it's like, alright, I'm trying to squeeze in a little bit more benefit. That's the one you have to understand frame data. If you do understand frame data, that's badass. It's going to be helpful. But basically, it takes you a lot of time to do a brass attack. Or rather, it takes me a lot of time to do a brass attack. Because of that, you have a lot of time to teleport away. Because teleport becomes invulnerable really, really fast. Oh my god, it's a road roller. You have to... Hold on. I'm gonna pull my brain back together. Because that road roller spooked me so hard.
The road roller's scary, dude.
Okay, so... What the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, you have a teleport. You can teleport behind Ban. Ban's brass, like... I'm gonna hope you're gonna try to jump over this, but like... Oh, well, never mind. Alright, you're just standing there. Come on. Come on now. I'll talk about what I'm trying to do here after I'm done talking about the armor thing. So you can teleport out of there. You can drill through my armor. You have a drill move, but you have to use it when you think I'm going to actually use brass. Don't throw it out at neutral and whiff like that. You have to do it on reaction when you know I'd get hit, which is kind of tricky to tell, but it comes with game experience. You also have a command grab that's completely invulnerable with Fuka. Why am I forgetting that? You have the anti-band move. What is command grab with Fuka? Can someone remind me?
Core circle forward grab.
That's the armored one, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, what's the not armored one? The one that's actually good.
Oh, that one will get you hit in brass. It'll get smacked.
I won't.
Nothing left to see here.
I swear you get smacked.
It's invuln to anything that's not a grab. Or maybe it's full invuln. I actually think it's full invuln.
The grab? I don't
The
think
command
so.
grab. Yeah, its command grab is a full invuln.
Really? I swear I've never heard that. I mean, you might be right, but I've never heard that. Hold on, where's... Sorry.
Alright, I'm going to the lab and testing this right now, because that's important.
Okay.
Alright.
By the way, Variant, I hated art in my school. Our teacher was such a dick. Like, never let me do anything fucking, like, creative, and that's why I hated doing art and never tried to, like, learn it more.
Fuqua, blah blah blah, doesn't matter who it is. Slowdown time, and do I have hitboxes on? No, I do not. Why do I not have hitboxes on? Who would ever turn that off? I was probably recording something. Training options.
No, not BFF, Murphy. There's a command grab, so there is. BFF is involved.
Yeah. The BFF won't work against brass because they'll just armor through it.
Yes,
I
BFF
fucking
is a
was-
hit grab, or not a hit grab. BFF is not actually a grab, it's just a hit.
I fucking was good at it, Chris. You're right, but the teacher was such a dick and kept making me doing stuff I didn't want to actually draw, and it was...
Sure, you can doesn't say it has anything, but I can't see it on drill either, so I don't know.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it is not involved, and I don't understand why I've never been able to hit it. I've never been able to hit that with brass.
Really?
Yeah, ever. Kenji whoops my ass with it all the time.
Oh.
Okay, so that's true and wrong.
Hold on a sec. About time.
Weird. I could have sworn. Alright, well in that case use quarter forward grab, because it's armored, and if you're armored then it won't actually hurt you.
By the way, Penny,
I'm about to.
Hi!
the dream. This is all working still, and Minecraft's still up.
Oh, we're doing it.
We don't
Feels
need to
good.
wait for it. We don't need to wait forever.
Okay, so I'm gonna rejoin Penny's lobby, or our lobby, or whatever it was. Join game. Okay, so to finish up the brass topic before I talk about what I was trying to do in the last game, in the brass topic, you have character-specific means of getting out, which is of course, teleporting, armor grabbed, a whole bunch of things you can do. Even and on reaction, you can punch it with drill or whatever, or punch it with all sorts of things actually. But on a read, you can punch it with drill. That's what I was trying to say. There we go. And also, you were saving up a lot of meter. You could have punched it with meter. Like, of course, beam super destroys brass. So if you're in the middle of a recovery of a move, like if you pressed heavy punch by accident and I'm armored through it with brass, if you cancel in a beam super, brass won't hit you. Like you'll beat brass 99.9% of the time unless you mistime it. So that's how you get out of brass super. And also, of course, universal ways is grabs, sweeps, and what was the other thing? Oh, technically snapbacks, but don't worry about that. Nobody uses that besides me. Okay, so what I was trying to show you in that last game was low throws and also spacing. So you noticed a lot of times when I would throw out a move and then you would try to use drill, but I was actually way too far away for drill to actually work, and I'll just jump out of the way. that just comes with knowledge of your own moves. That wasn't you doing something poorly. That's you not realizing what certain tools should be used for and when they shouldn't be used. I was specifically trying to keep you out of range when I was doing that with spacing terms, and you kept on trying to punish it with drill, and it never worked. I'm glad you tried it 3-4 times. Don't just try it once and give up. But that being said, that means you need to find another way to punish that. Or if you can't punish it, that means you know that once I do that brass thing, I'm going to be too far away to follow up, and you're going to be too far to follow up. And that's what we call neutral. So you have to go back to playing a neutral game instead of trying the same thing over and over again. And that's the spacing half. The other half was low throws. So low throws are one of the most powerful types of mix-ups in all fighting games. I'm not just Skullgirls, I mean literally all fighting games. So what low throws do is, if I hit you low, you can't tech a grab, or what's it called? If you're blocking low, you can't tech a grab. But you have to block low if I go low, right? Obviously, otherwise you're going to get hit, and then it'll do a full combo on you, and you lose half your life, if not all of your life. That being said, you can't tech a grab. The only time you can tech a grab is when you would normally be able to input a grab. I dare just go ahead into the training room and try. If you're holding down back and hit grab, you will not be able to get a grab. And that's an intended mechanic. So, because you cannot tech while going low, a lot of people will mix up between going low and going for a grab. Now, if you go for a low, this is for frame data knowledge. So once again, if you don't know this, then don't worry about it, or you can write it down until you understand frame data in the future. When you go low, your opponent is plus. Your opponent has advantage. That means you're not going to be able to press a button before they can grab you. The only thing you can do is jump, or like standing tech a grab. So it's tricky. If I go low and you get hit, you get comboed. If I go low and you block it, I go for a throw, and you can only do defensive options there. It is very tricky. There are exceptions to this, such as reversals, like using any DP motion move, using Pillar for Parasol, Peacock's punch move, which is grab vulnerable, so that one doesn't work, so don't use punch move. I lied. What was Fuqua's? Does Fuqua have a DP, actually? Drill, heavy drill, light drill, heavy drill?
Heavy drill is the hidden realm.
Wait, it's grab vulnerable?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, so your options with those characters actually kind of sucks, unfortunately. You really just have to go standing block and hit grab to tech that, or just jump. If you just hold up, I'll miss, and you'll be able to hit me on the way down. Guaranteed. And you'll be able to go into a full combo if you get more familiar with your characters. Now, the obvious thing I want to point out here is you were doing mini combos. It was cool to watch a combo, but they were still technically like not full-on dizzy combos. They were not like really taking advantage of how much work you can really do with the combo system that's given to you. So what I highly recommend is check out the Twitch chat right now. Hold on a second, I'm gonna switch back. Oh, I had the overlay on the entire time. Oh, it doesn't matter. Check back to Twitch chat. Use !BNB, I think. Yeah, and that provides a link to the BNB Compendium, and hopefully Skullgirls forums are not down anymore. But if you click on that, it'll take you a whole list of combos that are used by every single character. If they're used by all the characters, they're not the greatest combos by any means. They're not optimized, but that's okay. We're
doing it.
What am I doing?
That's the thing. It's back.
Wait, hold on.
Only you would freak out about that. Am I the only one that does that? I thought other people did that.
Nobody else does it as well.
Ah, okay.
What, the B&B thing?
The B&B Compendium. Check out the B&B Compendium. They're not the most optimal combos, but they'll really get you started by teaching you the most important links for your characters. And what the most important part about the B&B Compendium is they'll get you more familiar with the characters. When we teach you, or ask you to teach... let me try that again. When we ask you to learn a combo, we're not asking you to learn a combo because combos are super important in fighting games. Actually, the more you play fighting games, the more you'll learn that that combos are actually completely unimportant. What it really helps with is helping you understand your character more and getting more familiar with her buttons. If you're more familiar with your character's buttons, then I can start giving you more character-specific advice, which is very useful to you and very useful to people trying to help you. So, yeah, check it out. And hopefully that helps. Also, I got a message from Kenji. That's rare.
I'm not thinking about it, Penny. You're right.
What? Nobody does it like Crank does?
Yeah, nobody does it like Crank
Yeah.
does. That's the most we kind of go. We have a B&B thing. Here it is. That's the most that we do, if we even mention it at all.
No, we try to put on the voice for the speech.
Yeah, no,
But
yeah,
it's
we
not
do.
the same.
Never the same. You're right.
Yeah, so I'm glad you guys like my spiel about the B&B Compendium.
We missed you, Crank.
Thanks for letting me stream, guys. This is how honor.
Stream
It's
on your
such an
own
honor.
thing. Yeah.
My own thing? No, it's Penny's thing. Penny's the only
Oh,
reason the
it's
stream is
Penny's
still alive.
I wouldn't say that, no.
Penny
If
didn't
no
do-
one's up, let me get a casual. Nah, we got some people up.
Yeah, we got
how we
real sets coming up. That was a tutorial for was it Tucker?
Clock Knight, Tucker, Clock Knight.
I do miss
Tucker
Tucker Knight.
Knight.
It's been a minute.
Yeah,
Who's
Real
next?
Robot.
Next on stream,
Real Robot and
Um,
Murphy Kiddo.
Murphy's not been around for a minute. I'm glad to see you back, Murphy.
See, from my perspective, I left and I came back, and I asked for games, and Murphy's the first one to respond. I think.
Oh,
It's cool. I like that. Was Murphy the first person to respond? Maybe I'm crazy. Give me a second.
Little did Crank know because he just
Yeah, it
blacks
wasn't
out. Now I asked him to fight my Gigas, and he just never knowed.
Yeah, I fought your Gygus in fucking this game, the Skullgirls.
Yeah, you asked for games, and I said Gigas, and you didn't even notice. You just
I just
completely
black out,
blacked it out.
go into a trance. Yeah, it's but Tekken's basically like.
Yeah. Do you know like the Twitch filter where it like censors out the words, like deletes people who post it? Every time I post Gigas, your mind just like censors it out.
Murphy, there's two ways to join. Number one is if you have any of us added, you can do it that way through the normal Heck and Steam thing. Number two is you can join the group chat through !GG8 chat. Click on the link, and then there's the join, and then you click on the join, and then you're in there, and then you join off us that way.
See, that's so much better than how I do it.
No. I just slurred
You sound
some
so
words together.
yeah, but
while
it's
I tried
great.
to
It's like you
fall
sound so
asleep.
exasperated. It's like, guys, come on, we've been doing this for 50
I
years.
just went to sleep.
Hey, if you
Hey.
do that exclamation mark GG8 chat, you can join a chat, and that lets you join to join the match.
You're in the
Matt
chat.
is it all,
now you're
Penny.
in the
I'm glad
chat.
that you're not sleeping and you're here with us at your own
Yeah.
expense.
That's alright. Words.
Like Penny exasperates herself. I'm just like, how do you not know how to join? Come on, let me tell you, you heck.
Alright, so is Murphy in the group chat yet? I'm like trying to look around. Oh, Murphy Kiddo's here. Alright, I somehow don't have you added, so I'm adding you as a friend. Send an invite. Once you accept that, I'll be able to invite you to this game. I'm just gonna wait on that.
Wow.
What happened to the joke where, like, you do, like, a thing, and then you'd, like, zoom out and it'd say send nudes? I missed that joke.
I don't remember that joke.
That was a good joke.
That's okay.
No, not a joke amongst us. It was a joke from quite a few things.
Yeah, it was like, some guy'd be like, oops, I spilled my cereal, and he walks backwards and the cereal says send nudes.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a joke where like people will like be doing something and then like it zooms away from what they were doing, and like whatever they were doing would just spell out the word send nudes.
That's whack.
I missed that joke. That was a good joke.
Like one of my favorite versions of that is Payday 2, where like they're throwing out all the bags of money, and like they keep throwing it off the roof, and it's just like, I think I screwed it up, guy, and like he turns over and looks over the roof, and all the bags have spelled out send nudes.
The only send nudes joke I've ever liked is people were talking about how every game made by Toby Fox is gonna be an anagram of Undertale. Whereas Undertale, then it was Deltarune, and then someone's like, I hope the third one is send nudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Look, a video game. That was a burst bait. I don't think that was a real burst bait, but it was a burst bait. Drop the collar. Like this beggar. Up. Alright. So this sucks. Squiggly incoming is slightly unfortunate against Ophelia. I feel like you're doing a lot. I feel like Murphy's doing a lot of thinking too much. That doesn't sound exactly like I want to, but there's a lot of like stand there while you try to decide what you want to do next. I'm gonna pretend like that's due to Rust because I don't remember you doing that before.
Too much thinking, not enough action is what you're saying.
Kind of. I'm not saying mash, but I'm saying like you need to be a little bit quicker on the decision making. Which, again, I'm pretty sure it's just Rust. Just be aware that you're doing that for right now. Ooh, no confirm. Bup. I've got texted. Poncho.
Is that your text sound? Bop, 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 bop,
Yeah.
bop.
Bop, 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 bop. Just smacked it. Alright, I like JMPs. Yeah, Murphy, you definitely want to be using JMP too. That button's dumb.
This is intermediate bracket, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
But. If you want to keep contra combos going in the corner like that, you have to dynamo and then pick up with OTG.
Oh, that whiff. You have to dash in between to make that link? Or is that just a Bella? It doesn't work on Bella thing.
I didn't even see it. My brother sent me pictures of a Ruby cosplayer.
Send nudes?
That took priority for a second.
By the way, Yo-Yo, what do you mean? We're not we're not the opposite sides of Cinder. In fact, Penny's
I'm
a
all of it.
Cinder. Penny's all the Cinder, and I just hate everything.
Isn't the opposite of Tsundere Dare?
Dare makes cutesy cute, yeah.
Yeah.
So when Tsundere is a spectrum of how cold and how cute you are, it's like a X and Y graph. So like Penny is much more Dare and Sam is much more Soon.
Wait, did you get those backwards?
I
No.
hate everything.
What?
No.
Alright. Doing it.
Doing it.
Alright.
Doing it well.
I just want the answer to go doing it. Alright, I like the super jump. Pick up.
Alright.
We
Going all
probably
the
don't
way.
want to be finishing this, but we're finishing it.
I don't
We're out of
like,
undefeated
with
now.
Beowulf in particular, I don't actually think it's that bad to play okay.
It's... If he got the mix going there, the problem isn't that he was playing Oki, the problem is that he used all his undizzy. So he'd have to play Oki 3 times as much now.
Oh, yeah, good point.
I think going for like early grab hard knockdowns is heckin' good, but I would do it before you're out. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop.
You got another text?
Yeah, that's not my phone. We dropped that.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
hilarious.
that's
That is
HBO.
so awesome.
Straight in there.
Okay, so what you want to do in that kind of situation is you want to DHC, actually. If you DHC'd into... Actually, I have no idea. Could you have DHC'd
You just
into
didn't want to
360
Gregor.
and been
That's the
fine?
thing. You just didn't want to Gregor. Because if you DHC to 360, you get died to Bayo.
Ah, okay.
Or Squiggly or whatever. Yeah, just recognize you can't Gregor there mostly.
Yeah, that's a better response. On reaction,
to
though, I
res-
guess you could. Well, I guess that
You have
situation
to
didn't apply.
respect
Yeah,
it.
that's fair. Just don't
You
Gregor
have to
there.
respect
Ooh,
that.
that was really nice. That was a dash under trip guard that gave him the corner. That was clean.
Respect.
Ooh.
Okay, good spacing there on your end. Murphy Kiddo, I see you jumping up a much. Oh, Murphy, I see you jumping a lot. And I'm wondering what your objective is by jumping up. It makes me feel like you're just trying to use it for movement because you think you can close some distance because of that. I recommend looking into a lot more movement options. I mean, you're Bella, you have plenty of movement options. You have like your armored run, you have just dashing and walking around on the ground, you have super jumps and things like that. But like, you weren't really trying to space out your opponent or anything. You weren't pressing any buttons when you jumped in the air. You were vulnerable to air grabs. You were vulnerable to all sorts of things. Where your opponent was trying to space you out. So, good stuff on Fraudulent Robot for trying to space out with your aerial normals. That's a good Bella thing. Murphy, try to think more consciously about why you're jumping.
Again.
Yeah. So if you wanted to do that to like chip him out on Wake Up, you should have delayed that a little bit because that was almost risky. Because there's a small chance that you wouldn't have done enough hits because he whiffed like 4 of them.
Yeah, I think he forgot that he used OTG, so he wanted it to combo.
Oh,
But-
can you do that?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Don't let either of those problems happen.
Also, don't let your health hit 0. That's a pretty good problem to avoid. That's pretty good advice, I feel.
It's one of the best things you can get when you walk into a major and it's like, hey, can you think about things I can do to get better? And they're like, just don't get hit. And I'm like,
Just don't
"Very
die.
well.
That's how I felt. Like I played Sage on stream once because he was doing like a like a mini Get Great. It wasn't actually a mini Get Great, but he was like, fight me and I'll help you out.
Yeah.
He spent the entire game baiting out push blocks and killing me for it, and then his advice after it was push block more.
I think he meant to say probably push block better. If he's
I know, but
I remember
when I didn't know that you could push block better, I was like, hold on a minute.
I also remember when you were having like a Skullgirls crisis on Twitter once, Sage responded and just said, just go low. That was great.
Yeah. It was like, hold on a minute.
And then you tried it and it worked, which was the funnier part.
Man, this community's heckin' good.
Yeah, I love the Skullgirls community. We're alive, kicking it surprisingly big considering we're a poverty game. Like, we're pretty faithful.
Well, yeah. Also, we're dropping a lot of combos on Beowulf. Which, again, I'm gonna hook up to Rust because I don't say you drop those often. But that was nice. Probably should have sweeped first. That would have killed.
I got kicked. I have to watch the stream.
Radio girls. Ooh. Oh. Wait, I just realized that the crowd gets upset when you drop a happy birthday. That would have killed. I've never seen that before in my life. I have how many hours in this game and I didn't know that happened?
Dude, there's only a crowd when Beowulf's a character.
Yeah.
They get upset they get upset when Beowulf dies, not when there's a happy birthday.
I'm so tired. I thought it was because he dropped, because the guy laughs. I thought it was a crowd laugh. Oh my god, I'm going to bed. Bye.
Goodbye.
This isn't Smash. There is no crowd.
I was like, because the guy laughs, it's Mike Z laughing or whatever. I was like, that's a crowd.
Sarabella.
Yeah. Look, I'm just cutting.
Oh, nice jump cancel there. That was smart. Holy heck. Holy heck. So for those guys who don't know, whenever you get hit while you're armoring through something, that counts as an on-hit effect. Launchers are jump cancelable on hit, so even if they armor through the fact that you launched them and they don't actually go flying, it still allows you to jump cancel. That's like something that nobody takes advantage of, so that's really freaking cool. Props to that.
I was about to make such a bad joke.
Go for it.
You were like, it makes, when you hit armors, it counts as on hits effect, and I'm like, man, my Gnasher's Tooth is getting value. And I think only like 3 people get that.
League is a dead game, and they killed a really good fighter.
I want to legalize.
I'm still bitter about that. I didn't really care about, what was it called? I don't even remember what it was called.
You just did it.
Yeah, damn.
League of Legends.
No,
Frank?
what was the fighting game that Riot bought and then immediately shut down?
Wasn't it that mobile one that had like cooldowns on your specials?
No, it was a mobile one? No, it was not a mobile game. I mean, I don't think it was supposed to be a mobile game.
Killer Thunder or some junk.
It was called like, it's not Arctic Thunder, it was like something Thunder.
No, that was like the freaking racing game on
which was dope. I loved it. It was free air
the-
conditioning.
The water snowmobiles.
Rising Thunder, thank you so much.
Is it
Rising
the one
Thunder
with
was
the
really
big-
cool. It wasn't good yet, but like it was really good and had a lot of potential. And it died. And I've been dying for like a neutral-based fighting game that's like better than Street Fighter. I mean, I got it eventually with Fexel, but like MK is not a neutral-based game.
Okay, have you seen MK11 footage?
No.
That game is super neutral.
That's great. I can't wait when it comes out.
Yeah, me neither. It's gonna be awesome.
You can play it on servers. They released it for free. Oh, that's wild. That's really cool. I appreciate that.
What's that game that we tried, Penny, that you had where it was like all the gods fighting and then
Fight of Gods.
Fight of Gods?
Fight of Gods.
Yo, that was in
I
Mystery
love
Tournament
that
Grand
game.
Finals like a year ago.
Did they do the Jesus Infinite?
No, they didn't know the Jesus Infinite.
first thing I
The Grand
asked you.
Finals was Jesus versus Santa, and they did not do the Jesus Infinite. And I was so upset.
I mean Santa in that game because Santa fighting Jesus is hilarious.
So good.
Alright, anyway. Skullgirls. That level 3 was... I'm so tired.
Nice blocks. That was really, really well done because that was technically double cross up. So.
Thanks, Frank.
Can't wake up.
Ooh, that does not work on Squiggly unless you delay it. You have to like, can you delay it? I don't even know if yeah, you can delay that.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you be able to delay that?
Oh,
Nice
God.
blocks. PBGC level 3. That was the worst thing you could do in response. That was really weird.
What is
happening?
Popped her into the hole.
I've never seen that before.
I figured that the level 3 hitting would have canceled Daisy, but it just shoved her in.
Oh my god, that was
Straight
nuts.
in there.
Yeah, you want to do PBGC SBO at most? PBGC Daisy's very
That wasn't
questionable and
PBGC
only.
Daisy.
It wasn't PBGC Daisy. I'm saying, if you do PBGC Daisy, you don't. You only want to do that against certain characters like Big Band. Never against Bella. Never against honestly most of the cast. PBGC level 3 is the worst thing you can do against literally anybody. I mean, I guess it would work against Big Band because he's so big, but like that's about it.
No, that was heckin' level 3 into stand there Daisy. That was my favorite.
Yeah, that was. I mean, he had the mental frame advantage where it's like, oh god, I gotta block this because it's gonna be SBO, and then level 3 comes in, and you're like, what? And then you get hit, and you're like, what?
I think he actually just had, because I think if he even jumped over Daisy, he was blocking the level 3 so he couldn't punish Daisy. I think that's the big brain strats.
No. So what you do is you wait for level 3 to go past you, then you hold up back, and you can still get out of that.
Yeah, but you can't punish the Daisy.
I think
oh, true. You make your Daisy safe. Congratulations. You spent 4 meters
that's the
for a
big
safe
brain
Daisy.
I think Crank's just upset he's spaghetti because somebody found a use for his quickly level 3.
Hey, no, I actually have used for Squid level 3. I made Squid level 3 tech when I was so mad about it. The only move I have not been able to find proper use for is Crouching Light Punch. I've yet to understand why that move is in the game.
Which one is that? Is that the fire?
It's a little candle in front of her.
The little campfire?
It's got a use. It's heckin' cute.
It's adorable.
No, that's
Crank.
what her walk is for. That's redundant. Her walk is cute.
You can have more than extra cute.
Godlike response to Devil Horns 3. That's not godlike. That's actually heckin' really easy. I do it with Parasol Pillar into bikes, where you cancel Pillar Startup into bikes. It's not hard.
It's not a godlike response. Like, you have hit stop of like a whole second. Your brain has a full second to like generate that, and in fighting games, that's like a year.
As long as you're doing a normal, you have a million years to react to it. It's heckin' fine.
Every single character has a solution to that. It's so dumb.
Louis, what's Squiggly to be good or something? Come on, what are you doing?
Alright, Silver Cord first string is risky. Okay.
Oh.
If you're gonna use Silver Cord first string, make sure you're also calling your assist, like a heavy damage assist for your first string. Like, I think you're running lock and load, aren't you? If you're running lock and load, that's like perfect. Yeah, otherwise first string Silver Cord immediately scales your combo to 50. Unlike any other command grab which scales to 55, for some reason Silver Cord scales to 50. I think it's because it's a projectile. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. Isn't there a move in this game that's invulnerable only to projectiles or something like that?
Eliza Boot?
Oh, that's right. No, no, I mean invulnerable. Like it'll miss them, not armor through it.
I don't think so.
I think
Amiga?
Doesn't M-Bang do it?
Does M what?
M-Bang?
M-Bang?
Well, it's also physical hits.
Yeah, it's all physical hits.
Truly, MEDP the projectiles go free then?
Yeah, but we mean like just projectiles.
Just
not
projectiles?
also normals. Emigrit and Boat are the only two I think that are
But
like projectile specific.
So a bit of a neutral thing.
Reflect.
Hold on, a bit of a reflect. Once again, you have to get hit for it to
Yeah, exactly.
reflect. That doesn't work. I wanted a way to prove that Silver Cord is a projectile. I was told that it's a projectile in the code, but like, there's no way to really like verify that easily without a move.
Can you just see if Emigrit eats it?
That wouldn't matter because it's on hit. It eats it.
No, because normals don't get blocked by Emigrit. So if it counts as a normal, then it go through Emigrit.
Couldn't you also just reflect it? Or boat it?
No, because reflect requires it to be hit. Boat armors it, so it requires it to be hit.
Nah, Boat would get Silver Cord's a hit grab, so it would beat Boat anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
So, all right. Well, oh yeah. So, fuck. I was gonna say something about their neutral, and I don't remember it now.
I think Emigrit would work for that, though. I think you could test it with Emigrit.
Okay. Murphy, I know you're just getting back into the swing of things. Welcome back. I'm really happy to see you. Quick thing though, work on your routes a little bit, at least with Squiggly. I mean, I don't know anything about this game, but like I know for sure that your Squiggly routes could use a little bit more work. You should have been able to squeeze out a lot more damage with her. So there's that. I talked about a few things in neutral before, and I wanted to talk about something specific at the end, and I don't remember what now. Bella neutral was just jumping around, being. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was wondering, like, I mentioned that earlier, Murphy. I don't understand why you were jumping with Bella, because you didn't seem to have a goal in mind. You just kind of used it to, like, close space. The problem, so something that a lot of people don't realize when it comes to jumps, is you become really predictable when you're jumping, because there's only so far you can go. GGA commentators need to watch that. Yeah, you're right.
We're too busy memeing during the game. That's the problem.
Our main host and like one who like set it all up and everything just says, "I don't know this game." Like he literally just said that. Crap.
I don't know this game, dude. I thought freaking Fuqua's command grab was armored. I thought a heavy DP had armor for ban. Like I don't know anything about this game.
Be extended with armor, bringing it back.
I could have sworn. I swear.
I'll be honest too, Crank. I swore there was one time.
Of the
like,
3
very
people
early
hosting,
like in the
one
beta.
person just said they don't know this game. One person's deliriously tired and thought this game was Smash. And the other person likes hacking DDD, so something's wrong with that.
What? DDD?
What do you mean? I love DDD. He's great. He's so good in Smash Ultimate.
He's my secondary, and well, he was
No,
my
I just
secondary
mean in
most
general.
Monster games. In
He
general.
changed his profile picture and the Discord picture.
That's
like,
honestly
come on.
perfect. I think that's perfect. I'm glad he did
No,
that.
it's heckin' gross. So we're out of basically,
Out of host.
stream's canceled. We're out of host. Bye.
I can't. We gotta get our Lord.
By
and
that I
Savior-
mean we got one more matchup.
we gotta get our Lord
more.
and Savior King DDD to.
No,
Triv
we-
wants in
we-
too.
What?
Triv wants in too. So you
Oh, he
versus
wants
Triv
in.
is gonna be after that.
Oh heck, I have to play?
Yeah. So
heck,
variants
that's-
variants versus Mecha Fetus is up next. Man, these are
Oh,
old
boy.
school names. I'm glad you guys have stuck around. That's awesome. Ow. Alright, are you guys in the group chat? Can I... Oh, variant's already in here. And... Murphy Kiddo?
Why Murphy?
Is that not... Is it Murphy not next? Did I
Variant.
mark-
No, we
Fetus.
just did Murphy.
Oh, variant and fetus. Oops. Never mind.
We just did Murphy.
Sometimes I forget things.
Spell damage +1 to adjacent minions.
Is it permanent now? I forgot how it works.
Yeah, it's always been permanent.
Is it always been permanent? That's hilarious. What a strange card. I had a deck
It
that
was
worked
so
around
bad.
that. It was not that bad, actually. It was just really hard to use because spell damage itself sucked. So then what your goal was to make a spell damage deck that didn't suck. And I made a shaman one of those actually really, really good.
You might like. I've seen the deck that uses. There's a new legendary Crank.
No, Hearthstone's a bad game. I'm never going to play that game again.
I know you're not, but there's a new legendary where it's like if you play your rightmost card, you draw another card.
That's so random.
And like, but like every time you do it, she's just like the tools of creation.
I've heard of
She
that.
just-
I have heard of this.
So
Okay.
you get like arcane missiles, like really cheap spells, and all you hear is the tools, the tools of creation.
So as much as Hearthstone sucks, the new single player mode's heckin' good.
Oh yes, it is.
Not playing Hearthstone ever again. I want a challenging board game with cards that aren't boring as fuck.
You'd like if you did play Crank, I feel like you'd waifu the pirate girl.
Everybody
She's
likes
so-
who's the pirate girl.
She's so cool.
There was always a pirate girl. What are you talking about?
No, she's like one of the new cards, and she's like a hero in the single player mode. But she's just like, I won't cheat this time, promise. She's just so fucking good. And she's always just like constantly making pirate references because she's like the pirate legendary. I love her.
Why do people send their Twitch? Why do people have to send their Twitch name? By the way, they do.
Yeah, is Fetus here? I'm gonna yell at
I
him.
was literally about to add fetus.
I yell at Fetus a lot. Let me hit you up. Fetus, you absolute heck.
Just call him a degenerate. He likes that. Or is it that I like to call him the degenerate? It doesn't matter.
Why do people have to send the Twitch name? I don't. Okay. They.
Alright, Fetus is on his way.
already here.
Oh, it's that there Kirby!
I need new friends.
I've always needed new friends.
I need fewer friends.
Fiora friends.
Fiora friends?
Did the lobby break?
I certainly hope not. I mean, they're at the top, so it doesn't look like it did, but we'll find out in a moment. I think.
I'm still annoyed though. Like, they made the worst change in Hearthstone though.
Was it releasing the game?
Well,
Yes.
that was one. But there was also when they changed Patch's voice line. I got so annoyed. Doesn't say he's in charge anymore. Why doesn't he say he's in charge anymore?
You people scare me for the wrong reasons. What'd I do?
What did we do? This is a team effort, Penny.
No.
Yes. That's why it's called
Okay.
Team Wednesday.
Yeah, you're right. Sam, there's no
Team
Wednesday in Team Wednesday. Hold on.
There's no I in Team Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Team
Yeah.
WIND.
W-I-N-D.
WINDDAY. Team Wednesday.
We don't come here to win, we come here to get great.
what do you mean? Like, what's wrong with like in Triple D?
Okay, I think this
It is
lobby is
delirious.
indeed broken. We're gonna go ahead and make a new lobby.
Okay.
Look, I'm not delirious, you're delirious.
Same.
But the Triple D. You know, you gotta give him that wahaha.
Sam, I need you to never say words again.
I need you to stop.
I'm not the one doing DDD impressions in front of a live studio audience.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm already known as the joke of this world.
Sam, if you were a sitcom, you'd play DDD.
This is...
I may hate everything, but I constantly smile and laugh because my entire life's a joke, so it's all good.
Penny, teach me how to sew so I can sew Sam's mouth shut. The only thing I know how to sow are seeds of distrust. I don't know what that means.
I got real dark real fast.
I don't know what that means.
I can't find Fetus. He's just kind of not here in the group chat.
He's joining up me, probably.
Alright, can you ask Mecha Fetus to join the new lobby?
Yeah, we're doing it. I already got you. Don't worry. We're already in there.
Appreciated.
I did it.
Well done.
Useful ammo for the... Hey, remember the book Discord, Sam?
What's right?
The book?
Oh, the Book of People?
Yeah, you remember that exists?
Yeah, I forgot about it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
delete that. Just fuck it.
Don't delete it, we got good quotes in there.
But it's a pointless server.
It's a puppet.
It's a what?
It's a puppet.
Yeah, you're right.
Sam,
you know what?
Mars is red
You're
moon.
right.
I don't
Oh yeah,
understand you
Mars
people.
is just a red moon. What did you say, Crank?
I don't understand you people.
Okay, so
It's
Flush
a
Step
pop.
is not the button you want to push that refresher.
Okay, that
Flush
play was
step
very
is-
preemptive. I would have down back and just respected that.
Flush Step is very good for conversions. Otherwise, conversions and resets.
Nice car cancel. So that was actually really, really smart. Sort of, I guess. There's no reason not to like let the pillar rock. But in general, you use the startup of pillar, which was completely invuln, to like safely go into bikes, which is good. Bikes makes pillars safe sometimes. It's just I still don't think you needed to Kara cancel though. There might be situations where you do need a Kara cancel. I do not know them.
There's one, and it's when you're getting daisied.
Oh, that's smart.
Also, Fetus, I'm gonna hit you with the sauce, right? Jump hard punch, that button sucks. You're gonna jump in, you're gonna push buttons, use JMK. That button's ridiculous.
Is that the one where you like shoot pellets downward or something?
No, that's JHK.
Oh, okay.
JMK is Valentine's JMK.
Huh.
It's really good because it like sticks you to them. They can push block as much as they want. You're on their face for their entire JMK and JHP, and you can fast fall whenever you want. It's really gross. And it's not really slow like JHP, because JHP is like, the hitbox is good, but it's so easy to get air to air. It's so hard to air JMK. Double with Penny. It's me.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Where'd everyone go?
We're gonna. No,
Did I just black out? Did everyone
No.
just leave? Like, what happened?
No, we were just quiet. We had nothing to say. You were saying what was needed to be said, and we had nothing else to add.
Scared.
Why are
Light
you
Bomber is
scared?
invulnerable. You failed the PBGC. Work on that timing. I recommend labbing it out. Got that grab. Did a back throw. Good stuff walking forward to keep him in the corner. You have a corner now. It's fun. Really early grab reset. Minor grab resets are a little, they're really good, but they're also like scaling your combo a lot. So a lot of these resets are super early, and they think you'd be really rewarded for early resets. You're not gonna be, because you keep on grabbing them. So that those you did like 5 resets there when you really only needed 3 to kill your opponent. So that's the punishment for using grab resets. So work on other mix-ups.
And there, with this team, if you want Parasol out and Painwheel in, you snipe instead of bikes, because if they jump over bikes, you just have to hold that. If you snipe, and they push a button, you get a full combo off of it. Those bikes, they still have time to block.
Do you have any ideas for double mix-ups? Because I was thinking like, all I really know is like low and TK barrel.
There's
Specifically
all the
ones that
left
don't
rights
use
that she
grabs.
has.
What?
Oh, there's all the left right she has.
Yeah, so like, Flash Step is like your best friend, of course.
No, like the JHK ones with the dash.
Oh. I don't actually know those.
Really? You do launch, and then JLP, JMP, and then JHK. And then you just dash around like an idiot and push light punch at some point. I mean, it's on some side, I don't know.
Can't they just double jump out of that?
No. Because you're using light punch.
Weird.
If you go for crouch light kick, then they can jump out. But if you go for stand light punch, they can't. Also, you get a air grab off of JHK if you want. You can burst bait with jump back JMP. You can do a double cross under if you get them high enough. You can do like Kara stand medium kick into H Luger for a really gross cross up. You could do like there's a lot of stuff you can do off of it, and it's so easy to do.
Also, there were a lot of drops, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah, there's a lot of jobs.
Alright, I don't know if it's a connection or whatnot, but I mean, I probably shouldn't have to say this in an intermediate bracket, but for you guys should be able to go into the lab and do your combo 10 times in a row. If you guys can't do it 10 times in a row, then keep practicing. Yeah, that was a wild drop. There was no reason that should have dropped. Work on that timing.
I'm really happy Fetus is using stand hard punch assist, because I think it's one of her best hacking assists, and everyone laughs at me. Well, lockdown!
Oh, are you talking about Peacock?
Yeah, stand hard punch assist. Hacking gross.
I just like it because if I, what's it called, alpha counter in, I can do all sorts of dumb stuff with it.
Yeah, that's good too. There's so much good with it.
But walking George, it's so fun. George is fun as heck. He just sits
I don't
there.
even play George. You
not-
play A-Train plus George.
Yeah, there we go.
It's not fun. Walking George isn't fun. It's really good, sure, but it's like a really standard thing. It's like, oh, having basically a very slow meaty projectile just cover everything you're doing.
Yeah, kind of like shot.
Fun.
You know.
Shot is not nearly as slow, and also shot can be low profile and things like that. It has a very directed trajectory, whereas you can't really just stay off the ground forever.
But like, it's fun.
heckin-
It's
I'm
fun
interrupting you,
because...
Sam.
Alright, heck you.
I got things to say. Heck you.
Shout out to
Fetus, if you're
Squiggly for getting a
playing-
full charge off of P-ship? I have no idea what that even means.
Peacock stand hard punch.
Oh, wait, Squiggly can get a full charge off of stand hard punch assist?
So Fetus, hear me out, right? If you're gonna play this team in this order, don't go in as double. Just, you don't have to, like ever. Stand hard punch and crouch hard punch, and then M or L Luger plus Peacock assist. Just do that for like a year. Just put a monster down if you get him in the corner. Like, you don't ever have to go in. It's so hard to deal with. I do it with shot assist, and it's absolutely disgusting.
Oh my god, that spacing. Alright, so, quick thing, Mechaphetus. In case it's not obvious by now, Silius Light is not a spacing tool, don't do that. Also, car isn't safe, so don't do that in panic.
Oh,
Feels good.
If you had if you could No, actually, you could have DHC'd into Peacock. I don't know if you had enough meter. That actually wasn't
did.
necessarily a bad card.
He had enough meter, he just didn't do it.
You should have done that. That would have been good. It also would have gotten you full screen. That's one of the best parts about Double Peacock, where you use card to come out on the opposite end of the screen, and then you immediately DHC, so that way you instantly got full screen with Peacock. It's just for like 2 meter. It's pretty good.
I like it when they do that to me. Well, you can't do it against Parasol, because Parasol just snipes you, and then gets a full Lenny combo off of you.
That's... Wait, Lenny? Where did Lenny come into that?
Wait, didn't you say you do like Car into Lenny?
Into Bean Super.
Oh, don't do that. You'll die.
Why?
Well, against Parasol, you just get sniped still. Either way, you're gonna get sniped. So it doesn't.
Yeah, but you won't be able to close the distance, and then you also don't get a Lenny combo.
You get pressure, and really just once Peacock blocks something, she dies.
Are you sure it's not neutral? Because like if I do Beam Super, it trades. I get sniped, you get hit by the beam. Yeah, you try to close the distance, and now it's neutral.
You don't do it right away. You do it So you do the first part of the beam. I emigrate. I snipe you, and then I have a million years to dash up and get in your face. I have enough time to do a heckin' safe jump with Tier from full screen.
Okay.
That
but if
crumple
you did
is so long.
But if I'm DHCing into Lenny, when do you so in both cases do you snipe after Super Flash?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And we got both, and we don't have mid screens. That's okay. That's something.
No, he does. We tried to use mine, but he dropped it.
Oh, okay.
He's using my corner too.
I remember this. Fighting you as Parasol has spoiled me so much. Because I'll go to Mages and I'll fight other Parasols, and I'm like, you're bad.
I don't know, I think I'm bad too. Heck,
That's your problem.
yeah, probably. That one bike guy was like, guys.
I report for duty. There are no rain days.
Seeing all those background characters and wondering how awesome they would have been on the roster. Most background characters did get on the... Well, not most, but some background characters got on the roster.
Combined rain check with personal days? That was like weird. Sick days and that. For normal companies.
You do
It's
what?
raining. It's raining. All employees are not allowed to come in.
Thank God. I'd be very more than alright with that.
Yes, none of those characters in the background were supposed to be in this game. All of those characters are characters that people submitted, like for donating like $1 bajillion.
Wasn't like Big Band a background character before he was a character?
He's still in the Lab 8 stage. He appears in the background unless he's one of the played characters.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Same with
A lot of the characters.
In the background of the train stage, sure.
Yeah, and also what's it called? All the characters in the background of Lab 8 were supposed to be like votable characters. Like they're all people that you could have gone into the game, I think. Besides like the little homeless girl.
But that's not real. Pick up. He didn't pick up. He's just gonna die.
George! And you say George isn't the funnest fucking ability.
It wasn't fun.
It is fun. It just sits there and walks. Look at it waddle.
Nobody wanted brain drain.
Going to game 5.
Swagger wanted brain drain, actually.
That guy has bad taste.
Yeah.
Swagger's got more than bad taste.
Oh no.
Swagger's got no internet.
He can't.
For the last like month.
Bottles.
Swagger's sister's not buying him internet.
Was she doing that previously?
Yeah, because he lives with her. His job right now is to babysit his sister's kids, and she pays him with a house.
Not internet?
No, she just because Swagger would probably be homeless otherwise.
But why? Why did he quit his job if he needed that money that bad?
World of Warcraft expansion came out.
It literally came. It literally
He
came
just
down
didn't show
to-
up.
He was like, I don't like my job, and the World of Warcraft expansion's coming out today, and he just never went back into the place.
Just never showed up. Yeah.
And he didn't go into that garage for months because of it, because he was embarrassed about going in there.
We make fun of him for it all the time.
Surviving
Yeah.
Society Get Great. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do
Skullgirls
that.
Get Great tips. Don't be like Swagger.
Yeah.
Don't leave your job unless you really need to.
Don't leave your job unless you have an alternative ready that's gonna be like a long-term solution for you.
And even then, 2 weeks are dope, because otherwise it looks bad on your heckin'...
Yeah, good luck getting another job if your last job you just ditched and they try to look up your history.
Yeah. That's why I guess done that like 3 times now.
Oh my
Yep.
god. Why does he do that?
Because
So
video
stupid.
games.
That's so stupid.
I know!
It is. And then he complains about how he hates that he's a poor boy and stuff, and I'm sitting there going,
No, you don't. If you hated doing that, you would have fixed that by now.
I had
Yeah.
one job that I just straight up quit. And I didn't. I showed up to the person because like I signed up for school, and we read the date wrong, and it turned out that we thought the school started in a month, but it started like next week.
Oh, okay.
So I showed up like, I'm really sorry, but I'm not gonna be able to turn into 2 weeks because of this. And I like was all apologetic. They're like, it's all good. Don't worry about it. It's whatever.
Yeah, see, communication's good.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're glad if you ditched your first job or not. It's a bad idea. You give a 2 weeks notice, you be professional, because it helps you in the long run. It's such a short-sighted decision if you just quit like that, by like leaving and ignoring your boss.
But I bet that WoW expansion was pretty heckin' fun.
Nah.
No, it's awful.
he complained for like a month of just grinding stuff. Very worth it.
I don't know, there's like being glad
I see the
that
bus
you're
going
not...
away. This is 2 and 2. I'm actually pretty excited. I want to see how this goes.
But there's like, I get like being happy that you're not in a job anymore, but even then, like,
There's a right way to do that, though.
yeah, even
Oh,
if you
yeah.
hate your job, sticking out the 2 weeks is the right decision, unless there's like something really extreme going on, I guess. But that's not the norm. Ba, ba, ba.
What do you mean the staff just said heck it? Like they said not, they decided not to hand it in also, or heck it as in they threw away your 2 weeks resignation?
I think we got it.
Yeah, I know that job. The job that I was just talking about when I was like handing in my 2 weeks. Literally every cashier was leaving on the same day. They're like, "All right, we're all handing in our 2 weeks on the same day, so they won't have any more."
When I was working in the charity shop, I was like at my because I was like set there for like 2 months so I could get experience. I was like on my like last day, and all the managers were just saying how they were going to like leave next week because they don't like the way that the main manager runs the place, and it's all good. The store ended up shutting down a month later.
Unfortunate.
That's
Speaking
the
of
call
shutting down, no, that was a charity shop.
It was a charity shop, so it was. They had another one like around the area, but that one itself was shutting down because it was being managed badly, so it was or something like that.
Speaking of shutting down, is Triv still here? Because my brain's shutting down.
Trey, over here, you're gonna do a set against Penny in like a minute. Others are done. We're good. Good to go.
You got 5 years to respond. So Crank,
Yes, hello.
when's that blueberry speed?
Penny, fight me until Trip shows up.
Alright, I like fighting. Hold on, I gotta find my fight stick.
No,
There it is.
no, Crank, you're not getting out of this.
I'm not speedrunning blueberry bullshit, whatever it's called.
Is that the sequel?
Blueberry bullshit.
No, it's the prequel.
Wait,
Like the first one was made with like love and stuff, and then the second one is just like I hate all of you.
my stick wasn't even plugged in. I was playing MK earlier.
Oh, you picked up the orange? Well, now you just fell through the floor. Heck you.
I don't understand the game. No
What's the
other
bad
game
rats
have I been
game?
able to glitch through a wall in 4 seconds.
It's such a good game, Crank.
I did that
hate
with Borderlands too, and then like once every 30 seconds after that.
I don't know how that only is. I still don't get that to this day. So, Crank, we were playing Borderlands 2 because we were trying it out, right? With like Penny and like
Oh, yeah.
Rios and stuff,
That's
right?
fun. I want to finish that game. I
Yeah,
I
it was
started
a
a
fun
campaign with
game,
people
too.
and I never finished.
Penny,
I hate that game.
some fucking how, every like couple of minutes got stuck in the floor and had to restart the game to get out of it. Only Penny. We don't know how this happened.
Yeah, leave to her. It's a cross up under?
Yeah.
Okay.
Button second fair.
It is if I wasn't bad. There's a gap between that I should be able to dive kick in between. I've done it to you multiple times.
Wait, what fell apart without me?
The charity shop. He posted that.
Oh, okay. Alright, okay. Why is... Who wanted to fight you, Tammy? Was it?
No, I don't want to fight Tommy. I refuse.
Okay.
Trivia.
I'd like to keep the rest of my brain power tonight. Thank you very much.
What brain power?
Ooh,
Oh,
you're not even wrong. That's the thing.
Penny's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh.
I wonder how much the salt guy in the background like earns.
I believe I had the hard read.
I should have known that.
That's all, folks.
Shame we never finished it, Sam, says Chris.
Yeah, we never finished Borderlands.
Good. Game sucks. Heck that game, Sam.
I mean, I had fun with it.
Heck it!
Oh, heck.
And then for some reason when we played it, it didn't feel right. It really didn't.
What do you mean?
But Borderlands 2?
Like when we were, like yeah, like for some reason when I was playing it with like Penny and like Lewis and I think we had somebody else, but I'm not too sure.
I don't think so. Nope.
It didn't feel balanced.
Whoa.
Was probably the best word.
Balance. Those have like
Yeah.
mods or something?
No, it was like you remember like we kept like kept dying as well because we were bad.
Yeah.
I never had that much trouble with like when I was playing it with Chris. Neither did Chris. Chris didn't
Getting
seem to have
old,
that
Sam.
much trouble either. I think I'm getting old. Like we were all dying. Like even Lewis was dying. He'd been playing Borderlands 2. We were just all dying for no reason. We didn't know why. It felt like super late. It just felt like everything was like all the stats of all the enemies were like super boosted for no reason.
What the fuck?
I missed my first bait. I wanted to do crab slate.
Oh no, it's not a balanced game, yo, but definitely felt more balanced than it might have been because Lewis was playing it.
It
Lewis
was on
is playing-
heckin' I'm stuck in the ceiling mode.
It was probably put in that mode because it's Lewis, and he probably just didn't realize they put it on that difficulty.
I think I was the host though.
But I don't know.
We'll probably stop after this if
Hey.
it doesn't show up. Because I don't think it's showing up.
Sounds good to me.
Should I?
I have a recommendation for you, Penny.
What?
Sleep.
If I sleep now, then my sleep schedule is gonna be hecked. I can't. I
And
gotta stay up.
What do you think I have to say to that? Screw it.
Yeah, but I
Don't
have
you work from home? Why
work.
do you care?
It's
because
screw
I
your
still
work.
have to show up for meetings and junk.
You know what, Penny? I'll sleep for you. That's a dead band.
I had the tiny tier, but it worked out.
Perfect.
That was perfection.
Yeah, double's weird to heckin' combo on.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for Skullgirls Get Great. We go live every Saturday at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, etc., etc. Sign-ups will be coming out right after the stream ends. I'll also push the VODs. Back to the usual stuff, right? Wait, do we mind that? Or is there any issue with me putting out sign-ups again? Like, I don't know if you guys have been... Yeah, alright, hell yeah.
You're better at it than I was. I used a discount Walmart one till now, so
that's
probably for the better.
That's fantastic. Alright, so things will be going back to how they used to be, sort of, for the most part. You'll see signups coming out soon. You'll see VODs go up soon. If you have any questions, reach out to us on our Discord. You can find us by typing !DISCORD at any point, and that makes the thing happen. And, yeah. And also, in case you guys are itching to try out everything you've learned from practicing after what we've told you, or not what we've told you, join us for Skullgirls Be Great every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. This is a tournament. You beat people up. It's empowering.
Hopefully.
It's empowering.